Tim and Tom.
Let's talk about our guest coming up in the next segment. Josh Montgomery, he's the CEO of Mycroft AI, which is artificial intelligence. The interview is amazing. It brings up a lot of subjects that are kind of hot button issues right now, and it's one we're going to talk about because this Mycroft that they're making is a voice interacted artificial intelligence, like a voice assistant, like your, say, Amazon Echo, your Google Home, these things. But this one is all private, right? This one, your privacy, the data is yours. It's not going to be farmed out. It's fully customizable. It is open source, and it's an amazing. If you don't understand what we're saying about that, stick around for the next segment when we have the CEO of Mycroft, Josh Montgomery, on, because we went on site and met him at his office, and it's a really unique thing they're doing, and there's a lot of interesting stuff we talk about, specifically Facebook. And we've talked about Facebook recently because of me taking it off of my phone and because of the messenger and what we call the data breach. And Josh Montgomery even mentions kind of, you'll hear it in the interview, but his argument is that it's not necessarily a data breach, but this is just Facebook's business model being exposed at this point. And it was not even really exposed. People understood this, but I don't think people understood what the implications could mean, right? So the Cambridge Analytica gets all this data from Facebook and uses it to help swerve the election, or so they say, or swing the election, right, is the charge. And a lot of times I think people understood the Facebook issue was, well, yeah, it's free because they're harvesting my data, but they're just selling it to advertisers. I mean, I don't care, right? I'm not doing anything. But now you're seeing how, yeah, you're not doing anything, but you can be taken advantage of by them harvesting your data. And they know everything about you, and they keep a constant log of it. Whether you think it's innocuous or not, a lot of people went, well, oh man, I don't like that, right? And I'm one of those. And so this is going to be neat coming up, but Facebook finally had to kind of answer up to this. Our elected representatives in Congress said, hey man, come talk to us.
Well, hold on. Let's bring up that aspect, because I'm on the fence really about the harvesting of my data and then that being sent to Cambridge Analytical or whatever it was called. Right. All of that stuff. To me, you put on there, if you're putting something on anything that can be shared, deal with it. Right?
Yeah.
Here's my biggest beef with the Facebook Goes to Congress 2-day event. Orrin Hatch says, how can you be a free service and make money? What business model do you have? Right? This is Facebook. 2 billion people have Facebook.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg, flat out says, Senator, we sell ads, which is obvious, and Orrin Hatch obviously did not know that, right? Yeah. Then you had a 3-minute exchange between a senator, and this isn't an age thing. This seemed like this guy was in his early 40s, maybe mid-40s, somewhere in there, maybe early 50s, somewhere in that age range, and he was confused on the WhatsApp and Facebook and the sharing of information, which doesn't happen. Why would you share information with a competitor of any type of app platform, right? 5 minutes, 3 minutes, however long it was, of just, I don't get this. And Mark Zuckerberg's just like, guys, really? You have 2 days with me to literally dig into what this is, and you guys are swinging and whiffing on softballs. And so that was my biggest thing, is like, how are our Congress people supposed to be questioning Facebook, and they don't even know what Facebook is?
Yeah, so let's dig a little bit deeper into that, because, we're going to talk plenty about this with Josh Montgomery as far as Facebook's business model and other companies of the like. And so, we can get into the finer details of that, but we're already gonna. So let's bring up kind of what you're talking about, right? Congress, man, okay, like you said, even if what I'm about to say and go on a rant about aside, let's say Congress are smart people, right? We can guarantee they're all smart people, blah, blah. I get that you only have 2 days with Facebook, but you didn't have time to prepare because, your previous 2 days were with somebody else. And that's what your aides are for, right? That's the stuff you're reading at night in your emails, man. That's why we pay you to do this. And I tell you what, damn it, Orrin Hatch, if you don't know that you don't know and recuse yourself and get somebody else on there who does know. Stop acting like you're important and that you can make decisions out of ignorance, damn it. It pisses me off. And this pisses me off in general about people in general. I hate the whole, man, if you don't know something and people go, well, I don't know that. You at least, I hear that from you a lot. You're like, well, I don't know that. But you have a humility about you to go, I bet what I don't know about that is immeasurable and immense and intense that I shouldn't even say anything on it. That's not typical. That's not typical. People that go, well, I don't know nothing about that, but then they act like, well, it can't be much to know, right? So I should still be able to weigh in my opinion on it. You should shut up. That's what you should do. That's what bothers me about some people with this whole, like, just, well, I mean, I don't get the, man, if you didn't understand how Facebook can even make money, why are you even there asking them questions about it? Get out of here. You are worthless right now, and you need to understand that you're worthless, man, and it's okay to be worthless at times. I'm worthless at times, but those are the times I step to the back of the line and let other people do something about it. Man, come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's the part where it's the most upsetting, is because, yeah, I get as a senator where you have to talk about Facebook and Syria and the Russian election and then tax codes and all of this stuff. Like, yeah, you have an expertise in whatever it is. But then, like you said, that's what you have your aides for. That's what your aides are reading up on. That's why they're sending you memos or bullet points.
Yes.
And
you have researchers.
I
know you do.
Yeah. Right. So if you're not using that, like you said, recuse yourself. Get out of there, because I guarantee you, and maybe this is just me guessing here, but I'm going to bet that Claire McCaskill knows how Facebook works and not Orrin Hatch, right? I'm going to guess that Paul Ryan knows how Facebook works and not someone else. So it's not a Republican or Democrat thing. It's a let the people who know what this is ask the questions that are important, because you have 2 days with the CEO of the most important app of our lifetime.
Just one of the most influential people in the world. One of the most influential people in the world. Probably top 5 to 10 most influential people in the world. And you have 2 days with them and you go, I don't even understand how you make money. Well, God, man.
Yeah,
what?
Exactly.
I don't understand what you're doing here. I would have said that if that's the reason I can't do these things, because I'd have been held in some kind of weird contempt, because I would have told him that he's a moron. Get out of here then. Why are you here asking me questions? That
was my biggest beef with the thing. It wasn't necessarily the data thing. And we do get into the interview. So if that's the part of what you're interested in, please stay tuned into the next segment. Our interview is very insightful. He does get into the nitty gritty about basically what Facebook's model is and what makes them different. They do a great job. And if you're interested in that stuff, I definitely encourage you to visit their website, which we'll give you in the next segment stuff.
And it's not even all technical stuff like that and just about Facebook. I mean, we talk about his product, the potential things they can do.
His product. We don't just poo-poo on Facebook and say like, bye. We get into this good stuff.
It's an amazing interview, and it's fun, and there's some interesting things that people are doing with this product that you'll want to stay tuned for sure.
But yeah, I just thought it was such embarrassment that says, this is one of the most powerful governments in the world, and they don't know how to ask basic questions to, like you said, one of the most powerful people on the face of this globe.
Well, yeah. So here's the thing. We then go, as a public go, man, they took this data and they stole and they tried to defraud an election. And how could this have happened? Oh, how could this have happened? Because look who we're putting up here. People that go, well, man, I sure don't get something. Hey, man, if you don't get something, maybe you shouldn't be the one making decisions for us. Yep. I hate that, man. Get over yourself, some people, man. I swear, if you don't know something, recognize that you don't know something and recognize that means ignorance. And it's okay to have ignorance in something, but boy, you better recognize it, because that means you don't need to be talking about it. Get out of here. Nobody cares what Orrin Hatch has to say about Facebook if he doesn't even understand how it works. If he doesn't understand how it works and he's supposed to be the one to get the answers for us, we called up Gramps to go in there and ask Mark what he's doing. Get out of here. Who is voting for these people? If you know anybody who voted for Orrin Hatch or somebody like that, contact us now at Tim and Tom KC on any sort of social media and tell me why you think that's a good idea ever. Because that guy's an idiot. If he's going to sit up there and scratch his head and go, man, shucks, I sure don't even understand how this is possible, Mark. Can you explain yourself? What you think was going on that this guy became a billionaire through some shady backdoor? What is wrong with him? This is the people leading us.
And that's your tepid take with Tim on this week's episode of Tim and Tom.
I don't know. That was very tepid. That was.
No, I'm kidding.
Just so, I don't get it, Tom.
Yeah.
This is what scares me about our everyday voters, because that means enough people have heard or seen things like this from him and go, still love that guy, still like that guy.
Asking the tough questions.
What are we? Yeah, asking the tough questions.
Putting old Zuckerberg on the hot seat, saying, how you make money.
How does your online website make money? Oh, Senator, excuse me, is this thing on? It works the way every other website works. Every other one. You moron. God, I don't get it. What? I don't get it. Yeah. But man, just whatever. I don't know. They've got to go. This is some of our problems. We have everybody thinks they're an expert on something, and we have that infiltrated at the worst levels in our decision makers. It's just
I agree. Go. So we'll take a break. We'll join you back here in just a minute with a great interview, as we just talked about.
Stop voting for these people. Stop doing it.
Yeah, stop voting for idiots. But yeah, we'll get out of here and join you on the second half of Tim and Tom. And our guest is going to be
CEO of Mycroft AI, Josh Montgomery, when we return after this quick break to Tim and Tom.
Fun fact, Amazon's largest warehouse is the size of 17 American football fields.
Give me credit, don't deny me. This is not a hobby. Rep the town and people stand behind me. Killer City got me. Boy, the posse quick to catch a body. If you try to stop me, put in word to show for me to be a legend. Let it drive me. Wasn't thinking about this back when I was chubby, young and snotty in the ghetto with my sister playing on the Tamagotchi. Eventually, you'll probably find me off the coast of Abu Dhabi. Elevator in the lobby. Colombiana beside me going up. They wanna shoot me down. Oh, we think he better than us, they gon' shoot me down. Said he's so fly, they gon' shoot me down. They'll be posted outside just to shoot me down. Don't say nothing to police for they shoot me down. They'll be marching in the streets if they shoot me down. Tell me, listen, don't speak or they shoot me down. What these people don't see, you can't shoot me down, I'm bulletproof.
Tim and Tom.